Hello everyone, Dolphin Oracle here again tonight. It's here, MX-19. What's new in MX-19? Number one, Debian 10 Buster Stable Base, along with the Annex Live System thrown on for good measure. And just because, we're going to throw in XFCE 4.14, the latest XFCE release that's out there. What's good for that? Yeah, it's whole number, but you're going to have some GTK3 scaling for your high DPI monitors. You can set that in the appearance. Go right back out, log in, log back out, and everything should follow the scaling you set. What else have we got new? We got a new updated installer. And we also have it's much faster to use and supports a lot more options without being too overly complicated. We've also got the MX package installer, the famous MX package installer that lets you do things like install all sorts of popular applications. If you don't like Firefox, hey, install Chrome. You want Vivaldi? It's there. WaterFox, if you're a WaterFox fan, you can install that without any hassle. Come right here from the tab. So all sorts of things in here that we've kind of curated a little bit to help you get the most out of your installation right out of the gate, especially if you don't know what to install, because repositories are full of stuff and you might not know what you want. These are good options. You consider these as good options. You got Office Video. Office tab requires a little bit special call out, because if you wish, you can install the Backports edition of LibreOffice. We ship with the standard Debian stable LibreOffice, but click the box, hit install, and you will get a later version supplied from Debian Backports. You can switch back if you want to. The option's there to go back and forth if you like. And if you're a non-English speaker and you need some of the language packs, the language pack entries are smart enough to know which version of LibreOffice you have installed. If it's not in the popular apps, you can always go to the stable repository or the test repo, which has a lot of backported packages that are newer than what would otherwise be available in Debian stable. You can go to Debian Backports if you really want to, which has, again, more apps that have been brought that are common in later rolling release distros, okay? But these are backported so they can work on the stable Debian system. So, a little bit of a myth that you can't have newer packages on Debian. You can. It just takes some work on our part. And if all those options you don't find what you're looking for, you can go to the Flatpaks options, where you can install distro agnostic packages that'll run anywhere. And there is all sorts of stuff in here. There's proprietary packages in here. There are open source packages in here. There's a Telegram client. There's a Discord client. There's a Zoom client. I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Heck, you can get Solitaire and AbiWord if you really want to. Anyway, MX Package Installer makes it easy. Just click a switch, click a box, click a button. You're good to go. There are a lot of live features built into MX Linux thanks to the world-famous Antix live USB system. And what this is going to let you do is all sorts of things like having a live USB stick with all your applications that you normally would install on it. I am running this live right now. This recording is being done off a live USB. I can install all my applications to the live USB, and when I install this on my computer later, it's going to carry all those applications with it. You can do that right from the live USB. Just select one of the persistence options when you boot up. If you do install and decide you want to make something custom later, the MX tools are there to help you, and one of those tools in particular is Snapshot. The Snapshot tool will take your installed system and turn it back into a bootable ISO. Might I add, a bootable ISO with all the live goodness features of the original shipping ISO. It's actually how we make our monthly snapshots after our original releases, so just keep that in mind. All sorts of tools in here. You got stuff to install codecs. This will install some of your things. Honestly, the codecs installer gets less and less important as time goes on, because a lot of things have been open sourced, but it still installs a few oddball things, some Windows codecs, a few other things. But in this case, this time around, it's also going to install some texture packs that particularly Valve games seem to need or want to have, and they don't always get pulled in as dependencies. You've got Snapshot, you've got Remaster, you've got the Live USB Maker for making your own for making Antix or other distribution live USBs. If for some reason you want to run someone else's distribution, you can operate this tool in image mode. In image mode, it'll work just like Etcher. You can burn any ISO to a USB, and it will. Those things should boot. It's kind of a universal method. You don't get the live features of persistence and a lot of things that require writable media, but those other distributions don't have that anyway. So what do you care? Just use full feature with Annex and MX. You'll be glad you did. Another cool new tool is Date and Time from AK47, one of our developers, and it is a nice, easy GUI for setting your time, which for whatever reason in Linux is a pain in the butt sometimes to get your time settings right. So hopefully that GUI app will let you do that. Another nice one's MX Repo Manager. The Repo Manager lets you choose different mirrors from all over the world. Thanks to one of our team members, a lady, I think I'm going to say his name is that. We have mirrors all over the world, and I mean, look at this. I can scroll for a minute and it still keeps going. There's a lot of mirrors, both in the United States and all over the world. There's bound to be one near you. So why might you want to use MX Linux over some other distribution? Lots of reasons. Number one, stable. It's based on Debian, the current Debian stable, in this case Debian Buster 10. It's flexible. With the Annex Live USB system, you can create your own snapshots, you can create your own ISOs, you can do your own thing off your own Live USB. I've been known to run VirtualBox off of Live USB with this system. It is capable. The MX tools give you a lot of feature set right out of the box for taking care of your system, for maintaining your system, for those weird things that no one ever does that you got to go hunt up in a wiki. We're trying to fill those gaps with our GUI tools. There's a lot of things. You break your boot system, hopefully MX Boot Repair can help you. Want to change the theme or change your splash view settings when the system boots up? MX Boot Options is the tool for you. The tools are there for you to use to make your computing life easier. But last but not least, and certainly not least, is you have a friendly community backing you up on this distribution. This distribution is not run by any major corporations. It is meant by users. It is built by users, and it's built for users. It was dumb. I'll try that again. Last but not least is the MX forum, one of the friendliest Linux forums on the interwebs. It's not good either. But maybe the most important reason you should be using MX Linux is if you're looking for a friendly Linux community on the internet where we're not going to chase you off and we're going to hold your hand just a little bit, even if we do get grumpy sometimes. This is the community for you. This is a distribution built by users for users. And one of those odd things that happens sometimes in the world, the MX user community is actually older than the MX Linux distribution itself. They've been around for a long time. But don't take my word for why MX Linux is great. Check it out for yourself. Head over to mxlinux.org and join us over at forum.mxlinux.org. This is Dolphin Oracle signing off. Have a great night.